This video I want to show you how to write an MLA citation for a journal article that's coming as a PDF. So here we have the PDF itself. Communication Research Reports People Lie for a Reason. And here's the actual document. Here's the citation information. I copied and pasted it to the Word document to show you how to do this, but whenever you have a PDF, you can treat this as a handheld source, even though you have it on your computer, because it's an exact representation of the printed material. If there is a journal with a print version that exists, which in this case it does. So we can go back to our Word document here, and this is all the information we need. For MLA, you would use the last name of the first author. So it would be Levine and then Timothy R, comma, then the rest of the names would be first name first, last name last, just as you would. So here have a regular name. So here it's Rachel K. Kim, comma, and Lauren. Oops, got to spell that right. Lauren M. Hamill. Now comes the name of the journal article. So we put that in quotation marks for MLA. It's people. Now notice right here and in the actual PDF they had only a single tick, but when you are transcribing the titles, make sure you have a double tick. Lie for a reason. 3 experiments documenting the principle of veracity, period, closing parentheses. I know there is no period in the actual title, but this is how we separate the title section from the journal information section. So on a full source citation, the citation we're trying to write here, notice that I've capitalized the title of this article as I would basically a headline. The idea is the first, notice that you have two types of titles here. You have a main title right there, and then you have a subtitle. Okay, so it's a two-tiered title. It has two parts, and it's separated by a colon. The first word and the last word of every title gets capitalized in MLA, so the first and the last, and then within that, all words that are, I should say this, the words that don't get capitalized within it are prepositions like for, and articles like a. There are only 3 articles in English, a, and the, and small conjunctions like and, or, but. However, there are none of those here. So notice the article doesn't get capitalized, the preposition doesn't, but all the other words do. The verbs, the subjects, the objects, the adjectives, the adverbs. Alright, so that's the title. Now I need the name of the journal, and that needs to be italicized. So I'm going to start it with italics. I'm going to go Communication Research. I need to spell this right. Research Reports. And then what I need next, I need the volume and the issue number. So there's no period or comma after the name of the journal article, but up here I see that I have the volume number, and then I have the issue number. Now the way we do it in MLA is just 27.4, and then the year. So this is going to be 2010. Parentheses and the page numbers 271 to 85. Now notice that I've omitted the redundant 2 right here. MLA likes that. It's not 271 to 285, it's 271 to 85. And then I need to say print at the end, so we make sure that this is a print source. Even though it's a PDF, it's just exactly the same as the printed source. So why don't we just call it print? It would save us some time. Now this is how you would do it. However, if your instructor insists on underhanging indentation, which is a good idea if you have another source listed right after this, so that you could alphabetize it quickly, you would back away and then tab this one in. Well, let's see. tab it in, tab this stuff in, and that's close up that gap. So hang on just a second. Let me make sure that there's no spacing there. That's called underhanging indentation, and people like this because they want to be able to see different sources separated from each other. So the next source will start out at the edge, right out here, and you can let your eye run down the last names of the authors of the different sources, and it really helps see that this is all one source, and whatever's coming next is one source, and your eye can handle that information quickly at a glance.